Go for it, Eddie. And don't be stupid. No, like what I meant to say is that he can go back in time and the future. Oh, I mean that would actually make for a really good um that would go for a really good monster, to be honest with you, Rat. That seems like a really good concept. Will RRC have any events like in general? Um, I mean the alpha release will definitely have an opening event, probably. Where I explain just lore and stuff about the characters we have. And that are confirmed. Yeah, no, you're good, Amelia, because I was so confused. It was too. I was like, how come I haven't seen this duck online for like the longest time? Also, by the way, if you haven't noticed, Amelia, you're. Oh, never mind. No, you're not. Okay, never mind. Disregard what I was gonna say. Oh, I like that, right? I like that concept. I'm gonna note that down. Hold on. I'm gonna note that down. Hold on. That's a really good concept. So basically, like Anna, or however you pronounce her name, if you know who I'm talking about. I'll put it in chat if you don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about her. So basically, like her rat. Yeah. Any event items or skins that will be able to earn from the event. Tams has made a event currency. I don't know if I'm gonna use it for the alpha event. I will say, for the beta event though, like for when it releases, in that week when it releases, there will be an available beta skin. That sounds so wrong to say in this community. There will be a beta skin for like probably coach or junior. Also, I forgot to put it out there, but I'm just gonna ask it here and then put the poll in later. Um, I was gonna ask, the two starter characters are most likely gonna be um junior and coach, but if we were to have a second like character, so Forsaken's doing this as well, where they have a second character for new players, and so far it's Ellie and a cool kid. If we were to do the same thing, what two characters on both sides? Well, which one character would we want to add for both sides? Most of y'all don't know the killers, so I'll give like a list of killers sooner or later. Oh my god, I'm tired. Technically not evil, he's just doing his job. So if anyone tries to leave the dimension, it's his job to stop them. If he bends time, it's his job to stop them. Yeah, that just gave me an idea for how the game is gonna play out, so yeah, that works. And I might not do a night system. I might actually poll right quick for Yeti Amelia and you Rat. Um, yes or no? Should the game have objectives or should it stay like just normal night, like just 1 to 6 a.m. type game, or should it have like objectives every night for you to do, where it adds more entities every time you go? Yeah, so it adds more and if I can, I'll code it where there's more objectives depending on the amount of players, so it's fair. Objectives. Okay, fair enough. I'll note that down. By the way, I am taking notes about what you guys say because so far, Rat, I will say you have made some really good suggestions. Ugh. Even though you don't know much about clockwork, but I do like the idea. Yeah, not everybody is. I just, I've just been making games for so long that it's kind of been my thing to make ideas for most games. For example, some of Yeti's games, some ideas in his games were actually mine, but I won't take credit for him. Are there any planned killer slash survivors, or have y'all all just stopped in a hole? Are you talking for direct reconstruction? Okay. There are planned killers and survivors. Um, we are definitely gonna start making junior soon. Either we're gonna start making junior or coach. We're probably gonna make coach and junior to test out. So the reason any and plan collabs, the first one is Just Shapes and Beats because I'm a hardcore Just Shapes and Beats fan, and Forsaken's also doing one. So I thought, why not join? So you'll see a Just Shapes and Beats collab sooner or later. Coach is also getting Does Bad Things guy or Aw Shucks skin, probably. I do know that we have a Time Paradox skin for a different monster that is in a different game mode. Yes, we already have a planned game mode besides the normal game itself. This will be a separate game mode from the entire game, not different room, just like a different game mode that there's only one killer. Like only one character. English, holy crap! That there's only one killer you can choose from. I know a Pacific Club that y'all were gonna do, but I don't know if y'all are still on board with it. Ask me. I want to see it. I probably forgot, but tell me because I might have forgot. I know I just repeated that twice, but I don't care. Or Clover. I was saying like how like at the beginning we had. I mean, Coach counts as a female, doesn't she? Yeti. Yeah, Coach counts as a female, so four. Um, no, I think yeah, Coach is canonly a female, I believe. Yeah, I think no, I think Coach is because all the interpretations of Coach in Rec Room's community is a girl, and her voice, Coach's voice actor is a girl, so I don't know, man. But yes, Record Reconstruction's interpretation of Coach is probably a female. Yeah, that's what I said. Let's be so honest. Let's be so honest, Amelia. Sometimes you act like a dude. Not trying to say anything. Like, you act like a southern dude sometimes. A s- like, you have the mentality of a southern dude sometimes when you're like talking towards me. Real. Favorite Oh, yes, they are, and they act like they're popular, which most of them are not, and mostly the blondes. I'm glad I found a blonde that's actually not that acts like they have popular mentality, which is you, Amelia. Hit me, Yeti. Did everybody leave our stage? Bruh. Yeti, you can unmute if you want. I'm not saying you have to stay muted the entire time, and I don't think I have you hard muted. No, I don't.